You guys were able to close out the meet tonight with a 49-7 on floor, which ties the highest score ever on that event in program history. What was that energy like closing out the meet like that?
Band was on fire. We're fighters. It was a fight the whole meet, and the crowd really carried us throughout the entire thing. Like, the energy was insane, and we loved it. And so to just end that way was a memory I'll have forever.
And Luisa, you guys scored a 49.65 right before that on balance beam, but you closed out with a 10. That actually tied the second highest score in program history on beam. So what was the energy like out there tonight with the packed house and being able to get the win?
It was amazing. I mean, just to see the work that we put in and out every day in the gym finally translate, it's awesome. The energy was indescribable. I like to joke and say, like, I black out in the moment, but it was truly like a core memory. I'll remember it forever, and yeah, I'm just really proud of my girls.
Let's start with Katie.
Luisa, take us through that very last routine. You said sometimes you black out, but how were you able to kind of lock in and focus with kind of how, excited the crowd was, and with SUNY getting the 10 right before, and did you know what score you needed to give for that routine?
I actually don't have any clue. I like to just block it out in a sense. It lets me really be free and focus on my cues. I look at my teammates, they keep me so grounded, and my coaches, and I knew that I had the reps, so it wasn't of whether or not I knew the score, it was just trusting my training.
Julia?
I'm pretty sure this meet was sold out, and I know the students came out. What was it like to have them lining the floor tonight? It was kind of a new experience.
Absolutely incredible. Like I said, core memory, just looking up. I think it was during the last rotation, everyone was doing the YMCA. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna remember this forever.
Yeah, I looked up in my floor routine, and I was like, wow, like, Coleman is full. And it just means the world to us to see everybody in there, and it makes the sport of gymnastics even better.
Let's go to the back.
This is for both you ladies. Just how awesome was it for Ashley's first event against her old team? Obviously, she's an Alabama girl through and through, but how much do you think that meant for her to have the place absolutely banged out for you guys to compete the way you did?
I think she just has a lot of trust in us, and I like to say that she's like the calmest person I've ever met in my life. So it wasn't who was in the house or who we were competing against. It was just putting what we put in practice onto the competition floor, and I think she would be really proud of us, and we're equally as proud as her, because as a first-year head coach, she's doing an amazing job.
Ashley's home.
Mikey?
Yeah, this is for Luisa. Near the end, you and SUNY Lee were like trading blows like a couple of heavyweight fighters. What was your mindset in that moment going up against a former Olympic champion?
I think it's awesome because I grew up with SUNY a little bit in the elite track, and so she's the sweetest girl ever. It's not even like a head-to-head thing. She pushes me to be a better gymnast, and she's the Olympic champion for a reason. I give my respect to her, and her gymnastics is beautiful. But again, just trusting my training and knowing that that's what competing in the SEC is about, competing with the best.
Taylor?
Hi ladies, for both of you, I'm sorry I stepped in a little late if you asked this already, but just this rivalry, to see it in gymnastics and to see the level of passion, on both sides when you guys compete, what does that mean to you, and just putting that spotlight on gymnastics at the college level?
It means everything. The rivalry, it's so big, and you can just see like the look on everybody's faces. Like, everybody wants it so bad, and both like Auburn's a great team, and so are we. And so it was amazing to see that level of gymnastics put out there.
Katie?
For either of you, what does it say about this team after probably not having to start you wanted on vault that you were able to come back and finish so strong?
The coaches talk about it all the time, but we're competing in a time where everybody's gymnastics is great, but it's who's going to overcome adversity, who's going to be able to just switch it and flip it, and those are the teams that are going to be on top. So I think tonight just serves as an opportunity, and we took it with everything that we had, so that just goes to show that we're improving week by week, and we're not stopping.
Let's go back to Julia.
Kind of building off of that, where do you go from here, and how do you kind of work to get some more consistency? Because you've had a few of these meets where you start off kind of slow, or you start out with a bang and then kind of dip down and then you come back strong. How do you kind of find the consistency moving forward?
we're putting it all together. I mean, we just we go back in the gym and we get our numbers in, and we just keep doing what we're doing. We focus on winning each moment, and so I think like we're getting better every week, and I'm so excited to see how it all ends up.
Let's close out with Katie.
For both of y'all, just what was that moment like when that final score came up for you, Luisa, and y'all knew you would win the meet?
Oh my goodness, that's a great question. I think it was just like super, I could feel like my goosebumps coming in and like the jitters, and the fact that we all were just like matching each other's energy at that same level. I wish I could describe it, but you just had to be there.
I'm still on a high. I don't think I'm gonna sleep tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.